There's another thing I want to mention about like how you have to be forgiving with people, but is like how we all have stuff to deal with. But like there's was hearing like the my neighbors. You know how it says love your neighbors as yourself, because sometimes you don't even understand like why would a mom be like cussing and calling her kid out, like saying the F word and all this other obscurity and just shouting. The poor kid is like, he isn't even 10 and just crying, and he's just trying to understand like what to do in life. And like I was saying, we all got crosses to bear. So why do you need to get into the drama? And then there's victims of the drama, and they just go on, you know, um, crying about it, whining about it, and it's like, suck it up, Buttercup. You're in the stuff. This is the Marines, man. This life ain't easy here, and that's why God said, to whom to whom much is given, much is expected. Like Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. On an individual level. But also on the bigger level too. Like as a society, you look at society, and we're like witnesses of society, especially the most humble, because we're the ones usually that are the most oppressed, and judged and looked down upon, and even bullied or attacked by the um, the corruption inherent in the system. I mean, it's like it goes round and round. I mean, it's just like you got to realize what's going on, but like don't be crying about it. When the stuff happens, it's like you should almost expect it to happen. It's like Christ said, you know, you, you have to suffer with me. You have to pick up your cross. Paul said it too. We're sufferers in Christ, and we're partakers in His suffering. So, um, you know, really, you have to just suck it up and realize that it is what it is. I mean, but does that mean that we cry about it and we whine? Like, no. You got to be a man or a real woman, and it's like you have to know what that is. And because I look at most people and they have dignity, but for the ones who don't, they're just victims. They're just broken victims that go crawling around whining about how horrible their life is or whatever, how they've been wronged. But that's why you give it to God. God said, "I will repay. Vengeance is mine," saith the Lord. I will repay. Yeah. So, don't be crying about stuff, man. You got to toughen up, and wherever you see weakness in yourself, you've got to own it. And you've got to look at it and say, "Okay, I did something wrong, or this is what I'll do better next time." And but don't just go pointing fingers either. That's what the Pharisees were so good at. And Jesus only pointed, he only pointed up because he said, "I and the Father are one." So, yeah, man, we all need to own up to that life isn't always easy. It's cold, there's pain, and you're not always accepted by people. Even the people you trust are gonna turn on you sometimes. So, and that's what Jesus said too. He said your own family sometimes will betray you. So yeah.